We had a wonderful rainstorm last night with a lot of lightning and thunder. Had to unplug the computer. Thought I'd do a quick pan of the front yard. There's the morning glory from hell that has resurged dramatically, so I've got to speed up my efforts to control it. I've definitely eliminated from this bed, and I've now got to harvest this arugula that's gone to seed. These nasturtiums are on their way out in the heat, and that'll open up room for more roses, but also to plant cleomes. But there's a couple things I wanted to specifically cover for rose lovers. This is my Rosa bracteata, which I believe I planted in 1999. Got to cut it back some more. It's an incredibly vigorous grower, but it's going into a beautiful bloom phase. It's just covered. Get close to one here. You can see the trunk. It's a true monster. It literally is a self-supporting tree, but I want to reduce the size of the canopy more before it reconsumes the bed. See if we get a better view of it. It's got a tremendous number of opening buds, open blooms. Let's go to the east side. I think there might be better light conditions. Yeah, there we go. I've noticed it's especially attractive to wild species bees. I do see honeybees on the blooms, but I'll see all kinds of little metallic green ones, just like I see on sunflowers. But there's buds, hundreds and hundreds of buds on this thing. The other thing I wanted to share, and I'm a little baffled, I'm happy but I'm baffled, is my Teasing Georgia, which did a beautiful display this year. Again, rarely sets hips, but for some reason this year it is setting quite a few. Big fat plump ones, like there's one there. They're all over it. There's another one up there. I'm baffled, but I'm happy, and of course I'm going to save the seeds and germinate them and see just what comes out of them. I'm assuming it's a drought response, which I also used to see happen in Colorado. Another thing that has me very pleased, I just remembered, is my Reve d'Or, a noisette, which is one of the very first roses I planted here in a water-wise container garden. It is also setting its first ever crop of hips. Nice big fat ones. Here's some pollinations I did on it. Let's see if it feels like there's a hip in there. Yeah, that's a hip. There's one. Oh, that one's huge. Let's see who the parents are on the tag. Let's see, it's Reve d'Or, pollinated by York Street Yellow from Denver. This tag says Reve d'Or, pollinated by Rosa Eduard, which could be interesting. But yeah, wherever I look, there's monstrous hips on Reve d'Or, which it's never done before, and I'm happy. Do a quick pan. The summer cosmos are kicking in, and they'll help take the place of the nasturtiums as they fade. And this Malva sylvestris from Denver, which was a self-sown seedling, performed beautifully, and it's now giving me a huge crop of seeds so I can share with friends. One last view of the morning glory from hell. Again, it's at Epomia acuminata, and if you live in Florida, don't grow it. You don't know how much pulling and cussing and tugging and yanking and spraying I've done, and just to get it knocked that far back from not only here, but it's actually snaked around the back of the house, where I've almost completely controlled it too. I still shudder to think of the price I paid for it, thinking I was going to have this lovely addition to my landscape. Instead, it's basically kudzu on acid that has consumed the yard. That's it. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.